The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor yourself, inner knowing, and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine, podcast, and community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello. Today I have the privilege of reconnecting with Courtney Dawson, one of our amazing contributors. She is an internationally recognized evidential medium and ordained spiritualist minister, known for delivering clear, grounded, and soul-to-soul spirit connections. With over a decade of training, including at the Arthur Findlay College in England, she also brings a bunch of depth, integrity, and heart to her work. She not only mentors and develops mediums, but she serves in spiritualist churches and offers private readings rooted in clarity and compassion. Her mission is to help others trust their gifts and build a personal and powerful relationship with spirit. Welcome back, Courtney.
Thanks, Nicole. So honored to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. I always love our conversations. And today we are talking about our January new moon issue, which is I Am Sovereign. And in your article, Permission to be Fully You Granted, you really share a vulnerable story of how you moved from this space of comparison and self-doubt into deep self-trust. And so for those who haven't had a chance to read your article yet, perhaps you can recap it or even share what gave you the inspiration to write this article.
So when I wrote the article, I sat down with Spirit and I said, what are we going to talk about? Right. And so it was very much this collaboration with the spirit world and all of the work that I do. I have to have the spirit world involved in it because without them, this just doesn't work. Right. So I found that when we were sitting, they were talking about something that's really common in the spiritual community for mediums and even other light workers and healers and intuitives is that we can get caught up in this comparison trap where we're looking at all of these very much curated feeds and imagery of people. Now, granted, from someone who has a marketing background, I get that, but outside of it, there's a depth that sometimes is lacking. And I'm not saying that as a judgment, but sometimes there's a depth that is lacking and it's not always fully conveyed the message to the fullest depths that maybe that it's meant to, because we have these algorithms, we have all of these different things on social media that are designed to catch people's attention, retain it, and convert them, right? But there's people that are looking at these gurus and teachers and mentors and people who share the field in the spiritual space. And everything just looks perfect and they've attained this high level of achievement. Even if it comes down to mediumship, Nicole, there might be a medium who just has this flow and this connection and they make their channeling look effortless, while somebody over here who's maybe new to mediumship or a few years into their journey and is still struggling with doubt, trusting the information that they're getting. And then they compare and go, well, why am I not like them? Why does my channeling not look and sound like them? How come me just doing what I'm doing right now isn't really creating a magnetism that's drawing in the right people that I know that spirit and I are meant to work with? And I think there's a lot that happens in the spiritual community with comparison. And I've been caught up in that too. Even when I started sitting in a mediumship development circle, yeah, I'd been aware of spirit world since I was a kid, like an infant. But when it came to actually understanding it, I was a baby medium. I had no clue. And my teacher ended up putting me in a circle with other mediums who had 10, 15, 20 years experience. These mediums were incredible. They were confident. It looked effortless. It was easy for them. The evidence was clear. It was specific. The client understood what they were saying, or like in our circle, it was the practice partners. They understood what they were saying. And here I'm just trying to make sense of my experiences. And I've seen this as a mediumship teacher too. People get caught up in that comparison trap. And what it does is it puts the focus on them as opposed to the work that they're called to do. And a lot of people give up. A lot of people start to feel insecure. They start shrinking. They start playing small. It affects their energy. And then it's this spiral. And then a lot of people give up. And we actually see this a lot in the spiritual community. Usually within the first 1 to 2 years, a lot of developing mediums, they don't stick it out because not only are they being asked to develop the mechanics of mediumship, but the spirit world intentionally has us doing a ton of inner work, healing the doubts, the insecurities, all of that kind of stuff. And it ain't easy, and it's not pretty, and it can often be messy. And I was there. I looked different. I sounded different. I was covered in tattoos. I probably dropped a couple swear words sometimes. People who know me know that sometimes I have some colorful language, but I really am me. And I didn't know how to be like the other people. And there were times, many times, that I just wanted to give up. And then Spirit gave me that message. And they said, why are you trying to fit into spaces that you weren't meant to fit into? Why are you trying to be like other people when you weren't born for that? We work with you because of your uniqueness. And when I say uniqueness, I always put a Y-O-U in front of that, right? Your uniqueness. And I was like, pardon? But I always felt like uncomfortable and insecure and really just not comfy in my own skin. And so I always felt like I had to aspire to be like the other mediums that I really admired. And I see that with my students too. And they just said, stop doing that. Be you. Whoever is meant to be in your life will be, and who's meant to really go another way, they will. And it's okay. And that one message from the spirit world, it changed everything. It completely changed everything for me. And it was probably one of the most important messages I've ever had.
Yeah.
Hands down.
It is time to rise. We are being called to stand behind independent voices, movements, and media that refuse to be owned. Sovereign Magazine has never spoken to an advertiser, a corporation, or a billionaire. We are a grassroots movement made for and funded by you. If you are ready to rise, to shatter ceilings, and to stand in your truth, do it with us. It's free. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Every click helps us reach more people around the globe, ready to remember who they are. Are you coming with us? I resonate with that so much because I remember one time early on in my journey, somebody said the same thing. Your journey is not going to look like the other person's journey, and you have to tap into and follow what feels good. And so this is really everyone's permission slip to just be themselves, right? Like you were talking about the curated algorithms and all of that. And I don't buy into any of it. Of course, we need to be on there for our businesses, but there's just not a desire from my end to curate something that just doesn't feel aligned. And so I'm constantly changing things in the business for what feels good for us at that time. And I think that we often, as women in general, just don't give ourselves that permission slip to be our authentic selves, to stand in our sovereignty. And so today you have a special gift for us. We are going to move into our steps to our sovereign self segment, and you're going to channel something from spirit for us. So this is not prepared. And so, yes, I'm super excited to hear what comes through, and I'm going to be enjoying this along with everyone else. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
All right. Thank you. So wherever you are, please make sure first that you're in an area where you won't be disturbed for the next maybe 3 to 5 minutes. But also, please don't do this when you're driving. Come back and replay it, okay? So when you're ready, just find somewhere comfortable to sit and just allow your body to rest, to relax, and just allow all the tensions within your mind, your body, even your soul to just melt away. And just bring your awareness to the breath. The breath contains that life force energy. That energy that is responsible for the sun, moon, and the stars. That is responsible for all creation, all life forms, in this world and the next. And as you breathe, breathe deep into your soul, filling up your lungs, and just softly allowing that air to exhale, releasing even more tension from the body. And allow that breath to anchor you into this present moment. And anytime your mind becomes distracted, and it might, just gently bring your awareness back to the breath. Good. And now with your next inhale, just take a nice, slow, long, deep breath in. And visualize a beautiful color of golden light coming in with that air. And as that light moves into the body, begin to feel, to sense, to see all areas of your being light up. And as you gently gaze from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, just gently notice what arises. The brilliance of everything that is highlighted within you. Your talents, your soul qualities, your spiritual gifts, your heart, your integrity. And as you allow yourself to go deeper into the knowing of who you truly are, your strengths, your goals, your desires, everything that makes up you, it has a frequency. And if you relax just a little bit more, allow yourself to move into that vibration and to allow that frequency to shake loose anything that is stopping you, creating a hindrance from fully embodying the brilliance of you. And what we're doing right now is we're not judging, we're not examining, we're just witnessing. And as we witness, we acknowledge what is there and we let it go. We let it be released into the divine, where it is healed, blessed, loved, dissolved, and transmuted into love. And in its place, we offer ourselves forgiveness for believing any mistruths that were not aligned for our highest good. Embodying another person's story as our own. For any stories we told ourselves that we weren't good enough, that you weren't enough. And letting that leave your mind, your etheric body, your spirit now. And just begin to witness the lightness that settles in your muscles, your tissues, your mind, your energy. What once felt heavy feels weightless. And in this moment, your spirit team is here with you saying, you are enough. You are perfect the way your Creator intended for you to be. Don't be anybody else. You can't be. Everything that makes up you, your quirks, everything, embody it. And when you do, the light within you will expand further and brighter and create a frequency that will touch the souls who are meant to find you, who are meant to receive the healing that only you can give. And your spirit guides are here, and they're placing a beautiful gem in the center of your chest. You may see it as a symbol, you may see it as a color, or just feel it. Embrace that, embody that now. And any time that you feel anything other than unapologetically you, anchor in to this symbol and remember that you are more than enough and you are perfect exactly the way you are in this moment. And allow that energy and that love and that light to integrate now, to touch every cell, every fiber, every particle and wavelength of your being. And it's in this stillness that true transformation takes place. And just acknowledge your courage to heal, to embody, and to go forward into the world as the incredible creation that you are. Now just bring your awareness softly back to the breath, taking a slow, deep breath in, breathing it all out, feeling the weight of gravity on the body, feeling your feet flat against the floor, just visualizing beautiful tree roots coming out of your feet. Begin to wiggle your feet, your toes and legs. Maybe roll your shoulders. Gently turn your neck from side to side, only if it's comfortable. And just say thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Soul. I'm so grateful for this connection. And so it is. And when you're ready, you can bring your awareness back to this space. Well done.
Wow. I always love to share what comes through for me just so that everybody else feels empowered to embrace what happens. So my color stone was a garnet, which I think is so interesting because not only is this issue coming out in January, and I believe if I remember correctly, it's the Capricorn moon, but that's the stone for the Capricorn, and I'm a Capricorn. So there was so much symbolism there. And the ray of light across the world coming out through my stomach was just so beautiful. And then there was this part where you were like, release everything. And all these black ghosts were coming out of my head. Oh, it was so cool. Well, thank you so much for being here today. What a gift. If anybody wants to connect with Courtney, she's in our community.sovereign-magazine.com, and all her details are in the show notes. She has an amazing school. Check it out. If you're looking to further advance your mediumship or connect with somebody who's just amazing, definitely connect with her in the show notes below. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.